Here are the decade-old comments I got about my review of the first season of One Punch Man. This one said my review is bad because I never mentioned anything about the comedy. Which I did, I said there is comedy, but it's nothing special. Thus my review is bad because I didn't spend the entire review talking constantly about something that isn't important. And you know it isn't important because the only thing everyone was talking about was the animation. They loved the first season because of it and hated the rest of it for the same reason. Do you see anyone talking about how funny the third season is? Therefore, this critique about my review is bullshit.
But I mean, it's less of a tournament talk and more of a tournament talk.
This one says if you don't like it, don't talk about it, because you should only watch things you like. This is why the only anime everyone is talking about this season is how terrible One Punch Man is. They don't like it, yet they don't shut up talking about it. See how bullshit this excuse is? He tries to excuse it by saying negativity discourages people from watching the anime, which is why One Punch Man, a show with a 4 out of 10 score, is by far the most popular show of the season. All this negativity was so discouraging, right guys?
This and this are created by the same genius. He successfully created a complete reimagination of the shonen genre.
This one says my very detailed review is very superficial, and he proves why he's right by not providing any explanations, thus having a superficial comment. By the way, this was made by a troll account that has zero activity, thus it was made just to attack people. Talk about superficial critics.
One Punch Man exploded onto the scene. Each episode was brimming with godlike animation, so it's not much of a surprise that much of the discussion around Season 2 has been around its production and animation.
This one says I am bashing One Punch Man to boost my ego. When you mention a lot of other anime you watched as examples of shows that did it better, you are only boosting your ego. But if you haven't watched anything and you liked One Punch Man, because it's the only anime you ever watched, then you are more creditable because you are not boosting your ego. Very logical.
Both shows take what we know and really turn them on their heads. One really nails what makes people human. It's just that one really does have a good grasp on how to write true-to-life characters.
Here is a classic. You are too stupid to get it. You need a really high IQ to get the vast depth that One Punch Man has. You really got me there with that comment.
One Punch Man has always done well in building up anticipation. Even though there was absolutely no tension that Saitama would come out victorious, it still managed to build up these monsters to a point where you'd really anticipate what would happen when they meet Saitama. Then you'd feel stupid for being like, oh yeah, I don't know why I was expecting anything else.
This one says you should not compare shows because that way you will not enjoy anything. Meaning if you never compare anything, you will like everything because you will never have a standard for what counts as good or bad. What an amazing logic. Stop asking questions, consume product and be excited for more products. By the way, this means that the only reason people don't like the third season is because they keep comparing it to the first. You shouldn't be doing that, guys. That way you will never like it.
These characters feel real and fleshed out. He's my favorite anime character of all time. He's trying his best to become better than he was the day before. The anime is episodic with very little of an overarching story in general. They aren't actively becoming better. He is the best written character.
This one says if you don't like something, you should not explain why you don't like it. You should only say you don't like it and walk away. You should only bother to explain why you like something, not why you don't like something. And that is why there are thousands of rage videos explaining in 20 minutes or more why they hate the third season. He also says he watched a lot of shows and he still thinks One Punch Man is a great anime. This means nobody should listen to him because he's boosting his ego. See what I did there? I used the previous bullshit somebody said against him. It doesn't sound so fair now, does it? He also says you will definitely not regret watching One Punch Man, which is why the third season has an average of 4 out of 10. Totally worth it.
Yes, fights will get boring if they all end in one punch. Saitama serves as both the series' biggest strength and problem. Eventually, the novelty was going to wear off.
This one calls me a clown who likes Dragon Ball and has no friends. Oh yes, I love Dragon Ball. Don't I keep making videos about how much I love it, guys? And I never show friends on my vlog videos, I am always alone. Meanwhile, he named his account Attack on Titan, has no problem with Eren being a complete clown in the finale, and all his reviews are just 10 words at maximum. What a clown who likes Attack on Time Travel. I bet with such eloquence he has a lot of friends. And that is how it's like to be honest in a community that has convinced itself One Punch Man is the most deep and thought-provoking show that nobody was watching just for the animation.
Bro, did I just see that? Like, did I legitimately just see a grown man? Can we just all admit that is a child? This man is 3rd grade, straight up something you would see a little kid do. Just the way he acted, I was just like, oh my god. I couldn't imagine working with the man. Just kind of why some people may not like his, interactions with them.